one morning the sun was shining, I was laying in bed, wondering if she changed at all and if her hair was still red. Her folks, they said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And I was standing on the side of the road, pain falling out my shoes, heading up by the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues getting through. Tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. And then we drove that car as far as we could, landed it out west. Split up on the dark side night, both agreeing it was best. And she turned around to look at me as I was walking away. I heard her say, oh my, sure enough, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. Tangled up in blue. I had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell, but I never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was lucky enough to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind. She just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. And later on, when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in back of my chair saying, Jimmy, don't I know your name? Well, I muttered something underneath my breath, starting the lights on my face. I must admit, I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoes. Tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, she said, you look like a silent type. Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 15th century. And every one of them words rang through with blood like burning coal, the pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul for me to you. Tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street in the basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night, revolution in the air. And he started into dealing with slaves, and something inside of her died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And then when finally the bottom fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. Tangled up in blue. So now I'm going back again, I gotta get to her somehow. All the people we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, and some are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started, I don't know what they do with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road.